Thank you for tuning in on Generation Passion Show with your girl Ziggonometry, Ziggy. Stay tuned in. Coming up next on Generation Passion Show, director and acting coach, John Michael Manley.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. It's been a busy day. We had those Alliance auditions yesterday and finished up today, and those things take forever.
Oh my goodness. I really appreciate you taking out the time to do this interview throughout your busy schedule.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who are tuning in and tuned in, I have John Michael Manley. He's an acting coach and also a director. And I have the honor and privilege to work with him on a play currently, which we're going to get into and talk about as well. But first, I did want to discuss how did you become a director and then transition to an acting coach?
Well, actually, I was an actor first. Went through. Actually, I had my senior year in high school. I was a football player. I was kind of a football star, and I decided to go take theater for some reason, and I don't know. I liked it, and I've stayed there ever since. When I went to the university, I went to Sam Houston State, and again, I was trying to be on the acting track, and I took some directing classes, and faculty members were coming up to me and saying, "Oh, you're a director. You're a director." So I just bought into it.
Nice. Awesome. How long have you been directing?
I've been directing since 1983.
Oh, wow. Before I was even born.
Yeah, for a lot of people born.
Did you start off here in Houston?
I did. I started in Houston. Yeah, I did. Started in Houston, and kind of traveled around. Went to New York, a couple of times, and came back here to Houston. And I worked at different places, Stages Repertory, and some other places. And I was acting, but I realized, that really wasn't what I wanted to do or should be doing. So I started doing work with Encore Theater, and I was on and off with them doing things for about 20 years, I guess. Then I decided to go a different way, me and a group of people, because we wanted to do theater that's different. Because with me and with people who are around me, we all agree that we compete against movies. So we want to make sure that we're doing theater or live performances that can rival that, or that can, keep people's interest.
Right.
Because people's interest is short these really
It sure is. It really is. Why do you say it's a rival or like a competition thing between theater and film?
I say that because actors who are strong actors, disciplined for the stage, with training, they're more disciplined. A lot of times, a theater actor, a motion picture actor or film actor, they're a little bit different. They'll stop, and doing a camera shoot or something, or I don't know. I think they just don't have the same drive as a legitimate theater actor.
I agree.
Because these guys have to stay on the stage. You can't stand in front of the audience and say, "Oh, well, hold on." You can't do that.
Right. The show must go on.
And
it seems like it takes more discipline. It takes a lot more discipline. It does. I can feel the difference. I can feel it. I can see it. It's a huge difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, theater. Discipline is the heart of theater. That's it.
What projects and productions have you worked on?
You said which productions have I worked on?
Or even produced
many.
and let's get into that. Let the audience know what plays you've done.
I've done quite a few. Like I said, I've been doing this since 1983. So I've done over 200 and something plays. So I can, I don't know. From the musical theater to the classical plays to comedy.
What is your go-to?
I like the classical theater. I like Greek theater in particular. I've done Oedipus and Medea quite a few times, just throughout my career, because those seem to, I don't know, those really bring out the creativity in me for some reason. I don't know why, and I try to put a different spin on it each time. Each of those plays I probably did about 3 to 4 times. But I do like Shakespeare also. Actually, my favorite play to direct is Macbeth, and then Romeo and Juliet.
Nice. Yes. Oh my gosh, that is the tradition classic, like go-to. Romeo and Juliet. Oh yes, definitely. Now this play, well, you're working currently on 2 plays right now. There's Nothing I Can Do About It and Sunny and Blue.
Yes.
And they're both written, I noticed, by the same writer, Donna, Holloway. And of course you as a director.
In fact, we've done almost all of Donna's plays. I think she's written about 12 of them. She's just a friend of ours. I'll say ours because it's not just mine. She's actually in Compton. She's actually in California, in the Los Angeles area, and she'll send her plays over to us to do. And I started doing that maybe 3 years ago. Before that, we were doing other plays. The plays are already out there. But I think I got the original play bug, because I like the idea of people seeing a play that they've never heard about, have never seen before. And they're interesting because a lot of them are true to life, the way she writes them. They're so different.
What inspired you to want to direct the play There's Nothing I Can Do About It?
She sent me this song, Donna. Nothing I can do about it. I thought it was just a song. I said, it was nice, but I didn't know why she sent it to me. And then she sent a week later, she sent a play. She told me she think about this song, and she said, read this play and tell me what you think. And I read it, and it was interesting. I think what really got my attention was the character Valerie in it, because that character is a terrible person. And that made me interested there.
Valerie character definitely keeps the play entertained. She might be a character that's not liked, but it's like, oh my gosh. It's like, maybe someone in the audience can relate or know, like, oh my gosh, this remind me of this person,
Yeah. In fact, I think I kind of know people like that. I hate to say. But I think I do in my lifetime. I think I've come across people like that. They don't think they're that way,
right?
But they're so self-absorbed.
Yeah, it's like their attention seems like it means well, and and then they might have a certain honesty about themselves, but it's just come off as so disrespectful.
Very, very.
It's like, wait a minute. So, what sort of person is going to love this show? There's Nothing I Can Do About It.
Well, I think I don't care who you are, whether you hadn't seen a play before or you've seen a thousand plays, you're going to like it because there's something in there for everyone. In fact, one of our favorite moments in the play, which I mean this, it's the part that Zivia play, that you play. It's a character who stands outside, who's kind of banned from talking to the guy in the inside of the house, the Ezel character. And she's been kind of standing out there protesting against him for a couple of years, saying that he's like a disloyal person. And she comes in to get her revenge. But of course she gets stopped, but it's just that, just like a heart stopping or a heart beating thing, thinking that, something's going to happen to this guy. And if you come see the play, I don't want to give too much of it away there, but yeah.
Chanel, yes, that's the character, the role I'll be playing. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. The show is coming up. It's approaching very soon. Is it next week?
It's next week. Yeah, I keep saying that to myself too. It's next week. It's not some weeks from now. So you really have to be ready. Really a couple of weeks in advance. For those plays in order to
I remember in rehearsal you would say that. You would say the play is pretty much like 2 weeks away. It's a week away. But you're right, because that time goes so fast, and it's like every minute counts in rehearsal.
And that goes back to the theater discipline. That's why I'm real particular about people coming to rehearsal, being there on time. I think there are some theater houses that are kind of relaxed now, where they will an actor will not go, and they'll say, "Well, it's not the theater." I take that back. An actor will go and say, "Well, I can get the direction from the stage manager," which they don't realize that has nothing to do with anything, because it's the chemistry between actors. So you have to be there to make things work. You can't just come in cold because there's nothing there. And the audience just recognize that, that there's something missing. Yeah, so you have to be there.
So the audience, that's an interesting point that you bring up. You said that the audience can tell that there's something missing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate?
Just don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. The audience, something's missing. I mean, they're there, whether they're for the first time or they've been there a lot of times. They can tell when there's something off or something not right. Sometimes I've had people to ask if that actor was the understudy, and it's funny that they would point it out because they would see it. And normally it's the actor who hadn't been to the rehearsals much. Something's always an excuse here or there, and then because they didn't get they didn't gel with everybody else. They didn't get a chance to be a part of the balance of the chemistry. That's that's an important thing. And I always tell actors the chemistry is not just on stage, but it's off stage too, in the wings. A lot of times actors will go off stage and they kind of become themselves, and they get out of character. Then they walk back on stage, and it takes them a while to warm up to get back into the play. But they think that they're tricking people or fooling people or being they're being fake with it. But a lot of people, like I said, they don't know exactly what it is.
Right.
But that's what it is. It's
you can feel if it's real or not.
Yes. And a lot of times they'll walk on stage and they'll bring all the energy down.
Right, the energy. That's what it is. Because if you have the other actors or cast members who are, when they're entering and approaching on stage, their interest is real strong and you can feel it. And it's like, wow. Whether you like that character or not, but you can feel their presence. And you know if they're there.
That's why I tell them, stand on the side of the stage and watch. So you can be in the moment, in the action, in the atmosphere, off stage and on stage. So you walk in, as part of it, instead of coming from your personal life first, then going there, because it doesn't work, because those are characters in the play. They're not like real life people.
Right, and that's the thing. Oh my gosh, that's another thing, especially speaking from an actor's perspective. It's like to separate that when you're getting into the role, to separate that this is just a character, there's a role I'm playing, and this is not me. Oh my gosh. What would you suggest for an actor how to get out of that? Like once the role is finished and the production is wrapped, it's completed, how should a character leave and get back into their normal routine?
Well, I just suggest them just go relax, go to decompress, just go home and take some time getting out of it. First of all, reflect. Think about the process from the beginning to the end. Think about all those ups and downs that happen in there, and store it in their memory. If they have an actor's notebook, write down some notes, some memories, some things that really work, some things that you learned, and then just kind of gradually just relax and just let yourself go into your world. Slowly. Listen to some music, watch some TV. I don't know, go for a drive to slowly get out of it. But I don't recommend just boom, getting out of it.
Right.
Just, savor it. That's what I'm trying to say.
And would it be safe to say that you can start suggesting to do things that you normally do that makes you happy, and how you decompose and relax?
Yes. Yes.
That makes sense.
But never forgetting, because I think good actors will tell you, like a Meryl Streep or even a Samuel Jackson, they'll tell you all those characters stay in their heads. They don't ever go away, because they can use them again at some point or put them together.
What's kind of scary? It's like if you can use just what you just said, if you can use it whenever you need, that's the scary part about it. Depending on that role you play. You know what I mean? And how you use your power.
Yes. In fact, I always encourage actors in shows to, when they're alone, be in character. Going to the grocery store gas station, whatever. People don't know you. Be that character there, and that's and that really helps. That's kind of like the method acting, but it helps. Yeah, it
I
helps.
can see how. What is your opinion on far as getting training for an actor to go to school or to take workshops, or versus someone who says, you know what, I got this, I'm confident, I've been looking in the mirror and rehearsing my favorite lines to my favorite movie. I don't need to go to school. I don't need to take acting workshops.
You need to know the ABCs. It's like the ABCs and or count 1 to 3. You learn the basics of the foundation. So you need to know that stuff. First of all, you got to know everything that successful actors know. Successful actors, or at least 99% of them, they have that educational background. And it's not enough to just go take some training classes from somebody. You need to know how things started, where it came from, the different types, different genres. See, a lot of people don't know, just like that comedy mask and that tragedy mask, those are the extremes of theater, of drama. Between there are all types. There's your melodrama, your social dramas, your farce. All of those are between there. See, a lot of people don't know that because they don't take the courses, and they just meet somebody who gets impressed with them in an audition, but they regret it for a long time when that person is in there. Because first of all, that person is not going to have any discipline because they don't know, they don't understand. That person, if they do get a chance to do more than one play, you'll see them as the same character in every role they have. It's because they just don't know any better. And it's, I guess in a sense, it's not their fault because people are putting them in the play. And a lot of them will come in, not knowing anything, trying to advise a director on their vision.
I've seen that. I've actually seen that, like during a rehearsal for a different production, where the actor would give advice, and in my mind, in my head, I'm thinking, that's a no.
Exactly.
You don't do that.
And a lot of that comes from. Then say it, just like the actor will just pick up and do. There are plenty of directors out there who just decide, I'm going to do a play, and they're not directors. And many of those directors, they have a lot of problems in the rehearsals. First, it takes them weeks and weeks and weeks to block. It's because they're accepting everybody's advice. They're not sure of it. A director has to go in knowing fully what he or she is going to do. Know everything about all of the characters, all the nuances, the ins and outs. Because if you don't, the play could end up being chaos, and everybody's disappointed towards the end, and then the production doesn't go as well as you did or thought it would have gone.
It seemed like the vision would get lost. It's like, what did I just watch? Like, what was that about?
And I always say, like, each actor is if you think of paint, each actor is a different color, and either the artist, who is the director that's the director's job there, is to put them on the canvas to where it's beautiful. But if all of the actors have their opinions on how it should go, it's like taking all of that paint and putting it into one bucket, and it becomes mud. Because when you mix a lot of paint colors in, it just becomes dark brown. So,
interesting.
I always use that analogy.
So it should just be the director's vision only.
Vision. And and sometimes people will say, well, I should be able to have artistic freedom. This is where you get the artistic freedom from. The director lets you know exactly what he or she wants. Then you take it and you lend yourself to the part and make the character real by using your talents with that. But you don't bring in your own idea of something into something. Again, back to the paint thing, it's like the Mona Lisa. What if Leonardo da Vinci, whoever painted it, what if he had everybody to come and just paint on it? We wouldn't know anything about it today.
Right. That's it. Wow. That makes a lot of sense. Exactly. That's only one vision. That's the reason. That's the purpose of it's art. It's like we have to respect what it is and for everybody to put their input, it's like, well, no, you have to be humble enough to say, this is a project I want to work on. I respect the writer's decision and how they wrote the script and the director's vision. I'm just here to learn and be present, memorize my lines, listen and learn directions, and also be involved with the cast.
Right, and also in that, what you're saying exactly, it's like, and all of the actors are very important, and they play specific parts and roles to make it all work together. Also, sometimes I use the analogy of a car. You know, if you have all the different actors, you have the battery. If you don't have the battery, you have the rest of the car, nothing happens. If you're driving at night, you don't have the lights, and you can't see, it doesn't work. So everybody, they take their part and they do it well. You know, they make their part function, and that's what brings it all together, makes it all fantastic.
That's the beauty of it, absolutely. Now, for the play, there's nothing I can do about it, which is showtime is next week, June 21st, June 22nd, June 23rd. You can go online. Can you let them know where they can get the tickets?
Yes, they can go online. Just put in neweratheatertroupe.com. That's NEWERATHEATER.com. Troupe, TRUPE.com. neweratheatertroupe.com.
New Era Theater, THEATRE, Troupe, TROUPE.com.
Yes. And they can go there and they can purchase their tickets there. Actually, they only have a few more days before the pre-sale is over, and it goes to a normal price. So.
And what's the normal price? The normal price?
$30.
$30, y'all. Y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I want to get it at $20. I don't want to pay that $30.
Yeah.
And then, so you go online, purchase the tickets, and then they could just show up.
Yeah, they can just show up because all tickets will be at the will call. Or if they feel uncomfortable, they can just screenshot their, where in the last screen shows that they purchased the tickets, and they'll be there.
Awesome. Sounds
tickets at the will call.
Perfect. Oh yes, that's right. The will call, because I did have a few people who contacted me and mentioned they had purchased the tickets online and they wanted to know how can they receive the tickets. Did they need to show anything when they arrive, or do they just?
They'll just come, just say their name at the beginning.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, at the will call when they walk in. So my name is so and so. Okay, and then put it in there, and then you'll get the tickets from there.
Awesome. Y'all heard it first. There, just show up. Basically, if you purchase those tickets online, show up and let them know your name at the will call. And this is going to be really great. I did want to ask you before we shut it down is what about this play? There's nothing I can do about it. What's a challenge? What has been challenging about this play as far as bringing the script to life?
The challenge has been, like with any actor, actors want to bring their own personality into a part. And I guess some universities, some places tell them, find a piece of yourself to go to a character, which is impossible. Back to Macbeth. If I wanted to play Macbeth, in my head, there's nothing in common with me and Macbeth were men. That's it. But, as far as everything else, it's not. The challenge has been for them just to play characters, let the parts play them. Let the characters lend themselves to the parts, let the characters take over. Because the writing is there, and bits and pieces are given to them from the other characters, to let them know how they should feel, what they're trying to achieve, what they should know. And it's not about them, it's about that character that was written. They help breathe life into it, to bring it to life. So that's, if it has been a challenge, it's been that. But we are blessed that we have very talented actors, and they're getting it. And I am so excited and so proud and so pleased with everybody.
That's awesome.
They're handling it.
That's
and
good.
You don't want to miss this one.
Yes, y'all don't. I can speak from firsthand. I've been seeing everybody's growth, and I'm just so pleased with it. And this is one of my first theater productions I've done since I've been back here in Houston. So this is truly a blessing for me. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Go to New Era Theater Troupe.com.
Yes.
And you can get more information about both plays. There's nothing I can do about it, which will be in June for next week, June 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And then fast forward to July, Sunny and Blue, which will be based on Tammy Terrell. So y'all can get all the information and details on that website. Or also, you have social media. You want to plug that in?
Yeah, there's Instagram. They have all whatever's out there. They have it. When you go to the website, all of those there's links to the different other different sites, media sites down there. Just click on them, so they have them all from Facebook to the Instagram, and it's not Twitter anymore. It's another name. So.
I believe it's X.
Okay.
I looked at my phone. I was like, "What is it? What app is this on my phone? Where's Twitter?" I was looking at Twitter.
I missed that little bird.
Yeah, right. It gave me hope. I was like, "Look, I believe I can fly."
Yeah, exactly. Huh?
I thank you again, y'all. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets and come see this play. We put a lot of work and time, hard work, and the director you have done. I want to salute you and give your props and flowers, because you have put, I can tell, it's something about working with different directors. You can tell the ones who are really passionate and who really care. And I just want to say thank you, because the way you conduct the rehearsals and handle it, I can tell you have a passion. And I didn't know you've been involved that long. You've been doing it so long. But it makes sense. That's what you're so good at it. It makes sense. You know all the ins and outs. But yes, you're very sensitive, and not you personally, but sensitive to us, to the actors. Like, because when we come to rehearsal, we have life going on. We all have things going on.
Buddy.
You know what I mean? And then at the same time, we're trying to get into character and get into that role. But I've noticed, even with conversation with you, you'll come to pull us to the side and be like, "Is everything okay?" You're there and you're available. It's not about just showing up and just playing a part and you're just directing this. It's like, you're also doing a lot of the work behind the scenes. And a lot of people don't get to see that. But I definitely wanted to put that out there. It's just like, I believe that's what also makes an overall great production, and with the actors, is when the director and the acting coach is love it just as much as we do. But at the same understand that we are very sensitive as well. And that's the thing about it. You understand.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Do you have anything you want to leave the audience with to let them know why they should come see this play and why they should purchase their tickets?
Well, they should come because this is the theatrical event of the season. This is something that they don't want to miss, because the actors have worked very hard. And we want you to come out and enjoy yourself. Come out and to get some laughs, if nothing else. But we'd like to see you. We'd like to meet you. So please get your ticket, and then let us see you at the theater.
That's right. And this will be in Houston. And again, if y'all go to the website, you'll get all that information. You'll get the address, the times, how much the tickets are. So all that will be available. Thank you so much for doing this interview again. And I hope you have a fabulous... Well, the weekend is pretty much wrapping up, but I will see you in rehearsal tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. Okay. Well, thank you, and thanks again for allowing us to interview.
Yes, absolutely, for sure. Thank you. Y'all heard it first. Director and acting coach John Michael Manley. Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you for tuning in on Generation Passion Show with your girl Ziggy.